And then
Okay.
drop that link in chat for me.
It's preparing. And it's on my program chair one. We really got to link this too.
And I'm pretty sure there's a way to send an email to all the people that registered through Zoom. So let me just look at that really quickly.
We are live.
Perfect. Thank you.
And it's in the chat, Tracy. Hey,
Got
Jesse.
Hi. So I'm not sure if my audio is working or not.
It is.
We can hear you.
Hey, Tracy, what's up? Hey.
Hi,
Hey,
Jesse. How are you?
Well, how are you?
Good. We're so excited.
Can I show some face too? Oh, right. There we go.
We're so excited.
Oh, man. Oh, Tracy, where have you been? I haven't seen you in what, like, oh, wait, are we live? We're live?
We
live?
are live.
Yes.
We,
Oh,
we
okay.
are.
Well,
We are actually YouTube
can talk
live
later.
right now because
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm good, Jesse. I'm still surviving. I'm vaccinated.
Hey,
I am
vaccinated
just-
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get the Johnson Johnson?
No, Pfizer.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice. Pennsylvania was like, let's move you along. One shot will do. Even if it's got poor accuracy, let's go.
And it might kill you. No big deal. Nice. Oh, someone's hearing double.
Oh, I'm hearing double. I don't hear double.
I'm not on
Oh,
YouTube.
you hear double because of the YouTube. Yep, got it.
we're on YouTube. So I have my YouTube live channel going.
Got it.
So we are broadcasting because we have over 100 people showing up or who have registered, which is awesome. But that means that they can't all come into the Zoom session. So we're live streaming now on the YouTube, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So I have like the YouTube live up. And so like I'm hearing double of myself.
Can you
which
mute
is
the
really
YouTube
distracting
one?
for me. And it's very loud.
Can you mute one, like the YouTube one?
Don't think so. That's bizarre. I froze on YouTube.
You broke YouTube.
I broke YouTube.
Let's see if I can find you. Excellence and Classics. What's the YouTube channel name?
It's in the chat, Jesse. Shall I post it for you again?
Oh, wait. Got it.
There you go.
Oh, and there's a pretty big delay too. Wow.
How bad is that delay, Jesse?
It's looking like maybe 10, 15 seconds.
That's not awful. It's better than what it was in a live game. The other option we have is we can turn it into a meeting, but we kind of just wanted to see how many people show. If 100 show or 90 show, we're good.
Now I got it.
How'd you do it?
I just muted the site.
Okay.
I should have known that. But looks like it's it's going. Does the link work, Tracy? Like when you open it, does it work?
Well, so Jesse opened it and he said it worked. I just didn't
Okay.
show you the language, Stephanie, that I'm gonna send or have ready to send.
Okay.
So here it is.
Oh my gosh, Tracy, I just noticed you did what all of our students do.
What?
And you're just giving a ceiling.
Oh, I did. Ew, sorry. It's because I put it down. Oh my god, I put it down. Yeah.
No, that's
All right. So here is the link. Stephanie, should I just forward it to you? Is that what you would prefer? You could just see it.
Like
as
to
email?
the ETC live email.
Yeah.
Sure, that works.
And then you can verbally tell me what changes you want if you'd like. It's faster that way. So here's what I have. Let's not send it to a student. Jesse, will you be in Italy this summer?
That's the plan.
How's Italy doing in lockdown?
Oh yeah, well, you've said it, right? So there's still lockdown. It looks like they're getting ready to loosen that up a little, those restrictions. Hopefully they do, but I don't know. We have our tickets, so we're going at some point, whether that's this summer or later on down the road, I guess. Hey, pup.
Say hi. Say hi to Lola. Say hi.
Hi, Lola.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. That's
Waggy
sweet.
butt, waggy butt, waggy butt, waggy butt. Oh, you big ones.
Okay. All right, Steph, did you get it?
I did. Cool. Looks good.
Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
So Stephanie, so Tracy already knows this, but so I have children, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we hear and I have one who's really big into doing cartwheels. So if we hear
That's
and I guess for anyone watching, if you hear like a subtle,
that's not like an Apache helicopter landing in your house.
Yeah, that's
Children doing cartwheels.
That's kids doing
Hilarious.
cartwheels.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or if you hear if a fight breaks out, like between them, because there's two of them, so it could be a.
Now, Stephanie, you
Yes.
know this, but I have a husband
Yeah.
who also
Does he do cartwheels?
I do cartwheels. I
do
might
not
randomly do a
cartwheels.
cartwheel.
I don't even think I could
cartwheel.
do a cartwheel.
I used to be able to do a handstand and walk up and down the stairs.
Me
Whoa.
too. Not the stairs, just straight line. But I couldn't even do that. Yeah.
I used to have that sense of balance and strength, and
It's the strength,
Not
isn't
anymore.
it? Yeah.
not anymore.
All right, so Stephanie, quick question.
Yes.
Do you think it should come from the ETC Live email address as opposed to my school affiliated email address?
Yes.
So do I have access to the ETC Live email address, or should it from share, or what should I do?
I feel like if it at least comes from an ETC like email.
Okay, because I definitely don't have chair. I just looked. I definitely don't have chair. I'm such a liar. I definitely don't have ETC Live. I have chair and I have communication.
I mean, I would send it from chair or communications then. I don't think it has to come from ETC Live.
I am going to draft it because it might get spammed or whatever.
It does get spammed. Everything from like the ETC emails, for some reason, like for my students too, when we were doing like the STEM and classic stuff, like that stuff was ending up in their spam. I don't know why.
Jesse, when's your school year end? June.
Yeah, the first week of June. What is that? Well, I guess it's kind of like the second week. I mean, the first full weeks of the 9th, I think, is the last. Yeah. What about for you?
I think the 19th. How about you, Steph?
I think first week in June, like that Friday, first week in June, my last day. So what is that, like June 5th, June 7th, something like that?
Jesse, are you gonna go to ACL if it's on? Well, it is online. Are you gonna go to ACL this year online?
Well, I guess has registration closed?
Oh.
No?
No,
Okay.
No.
no.
I think it just opened.
It
Excellent.
did just open.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so then that's a possibility. When is it again? Is it July?
Oh, it's like the end of June. I wish they would
Ah.
kind of make it July. It would be better.
Well, end
Yeah,
of June
like
is
so there
actually
was more
doable.
time off. Yeah,
I feel like I just finished school and then I roll into
that's what I
ACL
feel like
though.
too. Yep.
Wish there was like a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so 100 Colton Lane was the last one, which is my student. Oh my gosh, Jesse, the questions that these kids have been asking me, I had to learn some stuff. I'm like, you need a PC. If you have a Mac, there's special instructions. You need the Java edition of Minecraft. It costs $40. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I just say what they tell me. Like, I listen to them say it to someone and then I say it.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I mean, are they joining? Because that would be awesome.
Well,
I've got
a bunch of them are planning on it, but there were some that were like, I don't want to pay the money to get the Minecraft. And I just said,
Right,
you can
right.
watch. I'm like, come and watch.
Yeah.
That's what we normally do. We don't even go in. We just watch Jesse go in. It's just as much fun.
My better half with his Latin club today joined. Was in the server.
Wood?
With his, yes.
Wood. Oh
yes.
Man, Magister Wood. Excellent.
Magister Wood, yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. We call him that.
He was digging the fireworks.
Yeah. Yeah, excellent.
So
wait, you're not supposed to tell anybody that. Jeez.
It's a secret.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
I blew your cover. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's gonna be good. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
No, the kids totally dug it. So,
Steph, how about a subject?
I would just say ETC Live, Roam from Home.
Okay.
No?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No, she hates it. Be honest, Tracy.
I'm so honest.
So Tracy, what's with the knees, right? Are you good now?
Yeah. Well, I missed the soccer season that was supposed to start last March.
Wait, you missed it because of knees or because of COVID?
Because of COVID. They haven't had soccer since.
So you're saying that you could have done it had it not been for it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's wonderful news. Wow.
Yeah, I'm walking. Actually, I can show you the scar. It's actually much better than it used to be. Let's see. How do I flip this?
Yeah, remember you're going live now with your scar.
That's
here.
okay. It's just a leg. No one cares about a leg.
Okay.
Can you see it?
I can see your face.
It's flipped. It shows me it's flipped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually not so. Oh, so you had like pins.
Ooh.
Run in a stocking, which is kind of funny because my students are like, your stocking has a run, and I'm like, that's my leg.
My leg has a run.
Your face, right? I'm like, my leg has a run. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, you're sitting Indian style too. You can do that. Oh wait, is that? Can you call it that?
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if that's
Indians. Oh yeah, cross-legged. Well, that's probably not good either. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, my phone and my power cord, everything's bothering me. Technology is really, there we go. Okay. I have this annoying start webinar button on my phone that's like covering me. I don't like it.
I know. And as
you
soon
have
as
it
you
too?
start that.
I know, believe me.
I think like the first couple ETC Live things that we did, someone accidentally hit it. And everyone started coming in and it was like, all right, let's do this.
Here we go. Oh my gosh.
So we're doing a National Classics Week celebration, and it's 6th grade versus 7th grade versus 8th grade. and they compete in 5 areas, and it's insane. There's like a gym kit they can play on their own for money. They can wear their team colors. They can send letters to local government and to a nursing home, like emails. But they're like, they have these little groups on Schoology where they can like talk to each other and be like, everybody wear white tomorrow. But they get so competitive. Like the kids will be like, my underwear is blue. I'm like, no, that doesn't count. Don't show me. No. It's funny.
Oh wait, these are middle school students, you said, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Makes
they're like
perfect sense.
babies. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this is our 3rd year doing the competition. The 6th grade won the 1st year, 8th grade won the 2nd year, 7th grade has never won for 7th grade. So right now it's between 6th grade and 8th grade. Like it's going back and forth. They keep stealing it from one another. But tonight's event, the live event, the grade with the most attendees gets 15 points. So they could have 2 people come and they still win. You know what I mean? They still got 15 points because they had the most attendees. So I'm very curious as to see what happens. They're like 6th graders are like yelling in the hallway, 6th grade, Sparta. So nice. 6:50 stuff. Do you want to let him in early so we can see how close we get to that 100?
I was thinking more like 6:55. You think we should open it now?
I don't see why not. I mean, we don't have anything to lose. We'll just know sooner and potentially have 5 minutes to do something should we need to, like send the email and see if it all bounces, blows up in our face like them fireworks.
All right. Well, before I do that, Jesse, I'm gonna share my screen with your opening slides, and just to make sure I'm not like misspelling things or.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me look.
Steph, do you mind sharing them with me as well, just in case God forbid something happens? Or do I have them?
I can share them. They're on the ETC live email though. So I was just gonna have these open, you know, when they come in, so then that way I can just kind of go into my spiel. And then turn it over to you ASAP.
Cool.
So I'm not talking like the entire time.
That's cool. I am trying to get the server so that it's daytime, so that we. Oh my gosh.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be. I guess we don't want it to be.
I'm surprised you didn't call this Roma from Homa.
That's pretty good. I like that. That's on point.
You can't get Doma, Roma from Doma, but
Roma from Doma. Yeah. All right. These look good then?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't even. Yeah. Latin teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I looked at it.
All right. Cool.
I trust Tracy.
All right.
Well, and I guess I trust you too, Stephanie. Sorry.
There's your first mistake. Your first mistake, Jesse. And second mistake.
It's fine. I feel like I'm okay. I feel like it's fine. I feel like you're okay, Tracy.
Just okay. I'm gonna rename myself. That's what I forgot to do. Rename Stephanie. That's my name.
What does mine say? Hold on, can I?
It says Jesse Kraft. Do you want it to say Magister?
I was gonna have it say Arnold. Just be Arnold. I don't know. Just be weird about it.
Is that your alter ego?
No. Oh, okay. So yeah, there's
Arnold.
There's Jesse, I guess, which is an ego. There's one, and then there's Magister Kraft, and then there's Julius, right? And then
Julius, yeah.
No, Julius. There's no Julius, just Julius.
Oh.
Right? And then there's some that have been buried in the past, and those alter egos are gone. You grow up.
All right. So I am then going to start this. I'm going to let people in. Good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so once I start the webinar, Tracy, I don't have access to chat because my screen is like big.
I know. I
So
have it. It's me.
All right. So just make sure
If I
that it's
have
open to
to-
everyone.
Yep. And then if I have
Um,
to change something because they're getting rowdy, I can do that.
Okay, cool. And we are live. Woohoo! Woo! Woot woot.
All right. We already have one attendee. Who's the first one in? Woo! It's my student, Johnny Griffin.
Yeah.
First one
Magish.
OMG.
Team Sparta. There's Wesley. I see him. Sorry, Wesley.
Sawe.
Oh, Cole Dooley. 7th grade Team Alexandria in the house.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here's Kendall. Hi, Kendall. All right, we're up to 12 people.
Yay.
Natalie Reynolds, Team Alexandria in the lead.
Tara Monterey. I
What do you-
didn't even think of saying that. I just say Marylandia.
Listen, McGeesh, what are you doing? Are you offering these kids like extra credit for coming to this?
No.
It's,
No.
it's bragging rights. It's totally
Not
bragging
McGeesh.
rights.
McGeesh would never do that.
I would
You-
never do that.
You would never
Nah.
bribe.
Bribe my children to attend something?
No.
Gosh, I should have. maybe I
Johnny,
should have
that's
done that.
nonsense. That's crazy, right? Hi, Jackie. I see you. Long time no see.
I tell my students your prize is a job well done and an air high five.
That's why
That's all you
Johnny's here.
need.
He's here for that right there, Johnny.
That's all you
Right there,
need.
it's right there. Here you go, Natalie. Here you go, Cole.
Aulus,
Got you.
Augustus. Salve.
Sawe.
Air
High
high
five.
fives are my entire motivation. They are, Kendall. I
Me
bet.
too.
I'm excited. Now we're up to 16.
All right.
Salute,
Ooh, nice.
Salve.
Mi nombre es
All right.
Oh man, we got the Salvete
Oh.
Oh my
Nice.
god. I'm
Oh,
gonna
one
get
of those.
merch one day.
Yeah. Your students haven't gotten you a t-shirt that says McGeesh yet?
No, but I have a sign. One of them painted me a sign.
That is the best ever though, Magish.
Yeah.
It
I
works.
need to-
Magistra.
I need to
Yeah,
like just
short end.
plant that seed in my
It's the
classroom.
Italian godfather, you know, like McGeesh.
Hey, Magish.
Hey, McGeesh, what's this F I got on my paper?
Oh my gosh. This better be good or I want my money back, says Aulus. Aulus, yikes.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what to tell you.
23. Adric Lee. Team Sparta in the house. We're officially tied. Sparta and Alexandria are tied.
Well, thanks, Kendall. Yeah.
I see a Mr. David Zale. Welcome. Alexandria takes the lead. Oh my God. Creeper.
Wait, is Anastasia Creeper God?
I don't know who Anastasia is, but I'm just remembering Creeper. Oh man.
What are
All
we
right,
doing?
Preston.
Oh my God.
Preston wants the server IP, but I guess we'll have that in a minute. I think we can wait, right? Or do you want to drop it?
Yeah, I can put it in the thing and it's fine. Oh, discípula tua esta. Oh, that's your. Yes, the
Yes,
server is Java.
Sean.
Oh, you know, that's right.
Jabba,
Tracy knows.
it's Jabba the Hutt, Sean. Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba, Jabba, Jabba.
She's got the whole spiel. Tell them how much it costs for it again.
$40. You must have a PC. There are special instructions for a Mac, but if you have game console Minecraft, it doesn't work. How's that?
Tracy, you're taking over my spiel. Come on now.
Oh, that's what
sorry.
that's what you were gonna say.
You can't take it everything from me.
All right, we're up to 33.
All right, we're gonna get started in a minute here, but y'all can put in the chat where you're from, and then McGeesh, are you gonna put the, just in case something goes wrong with Zoom, maybe you want to put the YouTube
I can.
thingy in there.
Is that
in case.
Aiden Bray? Is that Aiden Bray, my sixth grader, Aiden? Is that you? All right, so this, in case you need it or your friends can't get in because the room gets too full for everyone who's here, this is the YouTube link to the live stream. So if you get a text from one of your friends who's a potential student, you can't get in, or a colleague if you're a teacher, that link will let them watch with a little bit of delay. You can copy it out of chat if you need to. If we have to, we'll be posting that and sending it with an email. But so far, so good. We're only at 40. Woo, Minnesota. All right, go ahead.
I think we are ready to get started. It's 7 o'clock on the dot, and I want to make sure that we give enough time to Magister Craft. So hello, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Stephanie Kraus. I'm one of the co-chairs of ETC Live, a program of excellence through classics, a committee of the American Classical League. Also on the webinar tonight is Tracy Doherty, chair of excellence through classics.
Sawete.
Excellence Through Classics' mission is to inspire and educate young learners to explore and celebrate the Latin language and Greco-Roman literatures and cultures while supporting the teaching of classics. These webinars are being offered twice a month on certain Wednesdays from 7 to 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. However, tonight is our last ETC Live webinar of the year, but you are welcome to go back into the ETC Live subscription and find some past webinars that we have done throughout the year. Access to recordings and future presentations can be purchased on etclassics.org by teachers for $40 for members and $50 for non-members. During this session, participants will not have access to camera and microphone during the session. However, the chat for tonight's webinar will be open so that we can give Magister Craft some questions in like live time. So if you guys want to add your questions to the chat, please do, as you are kind of exploring. If you guys want to ask some questions. So now I'd like to turn our attention to Jesse Craft. Jesse is an educator of Latin in North Carolina. He's been using Minecraft successfully as a pedagogical tool for several years, which has allowed his students the opportunity to build and play in an immersive 3D environment, to 3D print their constructions, to learn 21st century technology and research skills, to acquire Latin in compelling and comprehensible ways, and to interact with each other in virtual ancient Rome. So without further ado, I would like to turn it over to Magister Craft.
Thank you. All right, salvete plurimum omnes. Salvete. Well, this is kind of a big night we're hitting all sorts of things here, aren't we? It's ETC's last big hoorah before the year ends. We've got a whole year under our belt of COVID education. Put that on your resume, kids. That's great. And then it just so happens that today was the day in which I published finally a server, a Minecraft server. I guess probably since the first video that I made back what was that, 2016, had people asking me, Mr. Krafts, when are you gonna release a map, or when are you gonna let me get on that server, right? Give me that address. When are you gonna drop that IP? Well, I'm dropping that IP now. So for any of you here in the chat, I've already done so. It's mc.spqr.world. But you'll need a series of you'll need some mods. Some of you might actually have time. If you're quick about it, you could download and install everything and then join me now live in the game. So if you look down and if you see that where it says docs.google for my people in the chat there, you can click that link and it'll take you to the mods and installation directions. Follow those and then join. Come on in. So I guess for now, what I'll do is, while we're waiting on you to join, I'll go ahead and show everyone else who maybe won't be able to join. I'll take you into the world, right? So let's see, need to share screen. Give me just 1 second while I try to make that happen. Okay. All right, bene. Ekeme. Okay, all right, so we've already got some folks down there. I'm going to try really hard to not get distracted by those people down there, but no promises. We might have some issues. All right, folks, this is it. This is the Forum Romanum, the Roman Forum, the city center. Goodness gracious, let me get out of their reach for a second. This is the city center as it would have appeared in the age of Augustus. So first, why the age of Augustus? Well, because I would say the majority of Latin classes, at least in this country, but probably everywhere else too anyways, right? The majority of Latin classes, oh my goodness, what is everybody doing in there? It takes, where's the Latin coming from? It's coming from the Augustan age, right? And so I wanted to show everyone what that forum, what the city center, could have looked like in Minecraft, mind you, but what it could have looked like. Because so often what you end up seeing with when various other model makers, whether they are scholars or hobbyists, whenever they tend to make their models, usually what we see is something that's in the 320s or like 500 AD, right? So we end up seeing a lot of buildings in the forum that Augustus and others never even have dreamed of, right? None of those things were there. So wanted to give us an opportunity, give you an opportunity. I've been making, I've seen it, but give you an opportunity to see these things and experience them for yourself, right? So there's so many folks down there. Sorry guys, it's going to be difficult for me. So my intention here was to try to show you around the forum. It depends on how bombarded I end up getting. What I would like to do, because this is a Latin language forum, a Latin language server, excuse me. So all of these, oh goodness, let me fly away just a second. Bear with me. It'll be a little choppy, so I apologize for that, but I'll slow down here in a second. So when we come in here, many of these characters have dialogue scripted into them, so they're able to speak within reason of the word speak. Goodness gracious. So for instance, I'll click on Sulpicia here. Sulpicia is going to have dialogue there, and what we can do and what you all can help me do, hopefully in the chat box there, is she's going to be speaking Latin, so maybe you can help me figure out what it is that she's asking us to do, and then maybe we can perform that quest. All right, where did she go in the midst of all these people? Hold on, let me fire off. It's Rome's birthday, by the way, right? Did we mention that? I feel like I failed to mention that. Let's shoot some. There were no fireworks on ancient Rome. Let's be clear, but this is Magister Krafts ancient Rome, so it's fine. It's permissible. So let's talk to Sulpicia, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. So she says, "Salve, me ne adiuabis? Carmen scripsi, sed non possum id redere." Okay. So can anybody, maybe Tracy or Stephanie, if folks in the chat box, maybe can you kind of help me figure out what she is asking, it looks like a question, we get a question, and then what she's maybe saying there, and then it looks like I've got a response down here, and let's see what I am agreeing to. Can anybody help out with that? I see some people in the chat box, things firing up. Anything?
So some people in the chat box are saying, will you help me? Can you help me?
Excellent. What are we going to help her do though? It says Carmen Scripsi. Anyone? What's a Carmen? Carmen?
So someone put in the chat, I can't read the poem.
I wrote a poem, Scripsi Carmen, but I can't do something. What can't I do? Non possum id.
Someone said I can't return it.
Return it. Yeah. So this is going to be a phrase that is used. So it looks like it says return it, right? But what we're saying is like she's not going to be able to. We'll say publish it, right? In a loose sense, right? So she's not going to be able to, so to say, to take it where it needs to be with this intention of publishing, right? Okay. Well, adiuabo. Right? Because why not? We're nice people. So cui Carmen redere debeo. So this is my response to her. Cui. Anybody? What is this cui? C-U-I telling us. Cui Carmen redere de.
To who? To whom?
Yeah, to whom? So where do I need to take this thing? Let's see. Okay. Debeas Carmen redere librariae. Librariae. And if you look at the top, it said that we started another quest there. All right. So she's telling us we need to go to librariae. Anybody? Librariae? Sounds kind of like a lie. I see some people. Oh, let's see if I can pull up the chat box too simultaneously. Yes, good.
Bookstore, library.
Optime, I see. Yeah, optime. Yes, guys. So, faciam. Said, cur tu non vis redere Carmen libraria? That's a legitimate question. Can anyone? So, faciam, I will do it, right? But I have a question that I'm asking to her. What am I asking? Said, cur tu sulpicia? Why don't you what? Yes. Why don't you vis redere Carmen libraria? But why can't you return it, right? Why don't you do it, Sulpicia? It's your Carmen, right? Let's see what she tells us. Oh my gosh, another quest. Nuntius Carminis. She says, et si tu non escire rationem tibi dico. Maybe I can help you with that. Et si tu non escire rationem. Even if it's none of your business to know why, roughly, tibi dico. I'll tell you. Es Carmen Amoris. So what kind of song is this? What kind of poem is this, anyone?
Carmen Amoris.
A love poem, yeah. Et vir quem amo es librarius. Oh. Ooh. So the vir that she amat is the librarius. Qui in illa libraria operandat. So he dat operam. He works, right? In that libraria. Oh man. So semper rubesco. What does it mean to rubesco? What happens when you rube? What are rubies? What color are rubies? Rubesco. Yeah, blush. Good. I see that Bloomberg there. Gratis, Stevie. Yes. So she blushes. She turns red. She can't talk to this person. Rubesco cum eam videam. Noli e hoc narrare queso. It's a command, right? Don't do what? Don't tell him. No, don't narrare this to him, right? Please, quite. I beg you, right? Okay. Sine curasis. What are we saying there? Sine curasis. Without, what's cura? Anybody in the chat box there? Sine cura.
Concern or worry?
Good. And Kate said, don't worry. Excellent. Don't worry. Nullum dicam. Redivo. I'll be back. All right. So, okay, so she's giving, holy goodness gracious. Hey guys, hold on, let me, here, let's throw a little something to the folks here. Let's throw a little money up. Okay, guys, some panis, anyone? Some panis, and we're off. Okay. Goodness. All right. So what we need to do is figure out what we're supposed to do, right? So if I press L, I can go here and it says, so Fer Carmen Sulpiciae Librario apud Basilicam Aemiliam. Okay, so the Basilicam Aemiliam or Basilica Aemilia is our destination. So standing here in the forum, if we look around, that's a basilica in front of us. And this is also a basilica. Okay, so, well, I'm closer to this one. So here's what I've got for you in the game. So Sulpicia, if you will recall, she was blue. These folks here are green, which means they're associated with quests, but they're going to give us information about buildings. So this is the Imperator Caesar Augustus, and we can speak with him briefly here to figure out if this is the right building or if we need to go to the other basilica. Salve Kibis, pos me basilica Aemilia est. Hey! Hanc saiba bella basilicum Gaius Luci. Okay. Well, he's got, I've got a question that I could ask him. Maybe since we're here, we can ask, it's fine. So, qui fuerunt Gaius et Lucius, right? So, if he often calls this place the Basilica of Gaius and Lucius, we want to know qui fuerunt, right? So, Gaius et Lucius, nepotes mei fuerunt. Nepotes, right? Like, anybody? What is nepotes? Anybody? Any idea? In the chat box there? What might they be? Grandchildren, descendants. Okay, good. Yeah, right? Okay. And he says, and well, our next question is, quando edificata est? Let's see. So, hanc basilicam anno. And we have 14. Anybody, what does AC with a big C there, ACN mean? And he says fakey. So, fakey, I, Augustus, fakey, hanc basilicam, and this year, ante Christum natum optime, Monica, nisi fallor, tu es magistra. Optime. Bene, bene. Certe, ecce, Monica. So, quid intus agitor? What, on the inside, agitor is done. Intus homines vocantor in judiciu, varie conventa guntor, et taberna quoque inveniuntor. We'll do, due to time constraints, I'm going to end here with him, Bene gratis Tiviago, and Wale, because we know we're at the right building. We got to find this Librarius, and there are all these people surrounding me. I got to get out of here. Okay, let's move. Let's see. Oh, Salwe. Need to double check the time too. How are we doing here? Okay, that sun is going down, so we're gonna need to try to move quickly. And I have a throng of people. Oh my goodness. Hey, Crassus. No, he is a Sigillarius. He's not what we're looking for. Qui says tu, Nemo. Nemo. Querintus, and he is a Librarius, and that's his, oh goodness, guys, what are you gonna do with it? Mer quid faciam. Okay, let's see if he can. Okay, Salve. Visne libros emere? Emere, to purchase, right? Because he's a Librarius. Nolo libros emere. Well, that's not what we want to do, right? We want to redere Carmen. So, sed tibi Carmen redo. So we're kind of delivering this book. We're depositing this book to him, I guess, with the idea of it hopefully maybe being published. Let's see. Itane, quis Carmen scripsit? So he wants to know quis, who wrote this, right? And we're going to tell him Sulpicia. Sulpicia, capiro nigro et oclo caruleo. Evidently, he knows who this is. Ita, illa Sulpicia. Longum tempus, eam procul specto et amo. So he's been watching her from afar and loves already. We might say infatuated, but that's okay. We can let love slide for today. And he's been doing this longum tempus for a long time. Numquam conatus sum, so never conatus sum have I tried. Eam adloqui. I've never tried to speak to her, right? Why not? Quia pauper librarius sum. So he's a pauper, a poor librarian of sorts, right? Book salesman, we could even say. Et ea nobilis est. So we have different social classes here. Sulpicia comes from a family, pretty wealthy family, and our guy here, Kerintus, is, not so well to do. But non licet me eam advoqui. So he's saying that because of the social structure, he really should be talking to her, right? Okay. But we want to encourage him otherwise, right? Nugas narras. Nugas narras. You're talking crazy. You say nugas, silly things, right? Hoc non mihi licebat dicere. So I wasn't supposed to say this. Said Tamedico, but nevertheless, I'm saying it. And the plan is to keep expanding it? Oh, someone was asking a question. Yes, Aulus, I'll be with you in a second with that. Yeah. Sulpice hoc Carmen Amoris tibi dedicavit. Est ne verum, is it true? Mihi Carmen Amoris dedicavit? She wrote this poem for me? Con Gautio, I'm so happy. Potesne dicere sulpiciae meam amare et videre cupere? Oh no. So we're going to be messengers here. So we got to let her know that how he feels and that he would like to see her. Eam expectabo hac nocte apud Basilicam Iuliam. So that must be the other basilica where he's going to expectare ea wait for her, right? Captus amore papai. So that's going to be prope tabernas aedis castorum, gratis tibiago, Venus. Oh, we're Venus now. Optime. Faciam et vale. Oh my gosh. People, I gotta get out of here. Grief. Is it nighttime yet? Oh, so Sulpicia is not going to be there. Well, guys, you're gonna have to just join the server. I'm trying to get these folks are all in my face. You're gonna have to join that server some other time, because at night, a lot of people, as you all well know, they get out of the forum. The Forum Romanum Noctu is not a safe place to be, right? So you see these folks out here, they are heading home. We have other folks going to their various homes. We have people here with their fox. We have a candle out so we can see what's going on. Now I have a candle in my inventory. Let me get rid of that. When you come into my forum, and it's going to get dark, you'll need something to be able to help you see. So here we have Nox. So she says, "Salve Magister Kraft, cappe facem." Excuse me, let me get out of everyone's. Periculosum est noctu Roma foris esse. So she's telling us it's dangerous out here, right? Look at all those people down there. Of course it's dangerous. Grief. Oh gosh. So here we go. And someone has a wolf loose. Fantastic, guys. That's possibly another reason why it's dangerous. Well, I'm going to go past them real quick. Since we are where we are with time, I wanted to show you. Oh, actually, can Stephanie or Tracy, can one of you tell us actually how are we doing with time? Give me like approximately what we've got left.
So we got approximately 20 more minutes left.
Okay, 20 more minutes. So we can put it to a vote. If you all could let me know in the chat box down there what you would prefer to do. We could, is someone speaking? Oh no, okay. We could do an activity, another little quest. It's short, but this one is based on the Parilia, which is a celebration for Rome's birthday. Or we could, oh my gosh, we could take a little trip, first of all, out of their proximity. We could go somewhere where it's a little bit more secluded, but it's also a little darker. There might be, I don't know, an underworld involved. So what do you guys say? Do you want to do some celebration stuff over here, or do you want to take a look at the underworld? Because
So they They can raise their hand, Jesse. So if you say
Oh.
Underworld, raise your hand, it'll count.
Okay, Underworld, raise your hand.
There you go. It looks like you have about 16. Everybody wants death. They're choosing death.
Okay.
18, 20.
All right,
You get 20 people for death.
Okay. Oh wait, for school appropriateness. Oh goodness. Okay, what are people doing down there? All right. So in order to do this quest, we need to speak to that fellow right there, Laran. Laran, well, let's see. Let's click on him. Salve mortalis. So if he's calling us mortalis, that means he's probably not mortalis. Video te nunc valde fortem potentem quesse fortasse sume. Baby, we're like super strong, super brave. Te volo principem pugnatorem esse. He wants to make us his champion, right? Monica, so excuse me, guys. Monica's yeah. So you would need Minecraft, right? That's it. That's all that's needed to be able to play. At least what I saw on the American server for the Minecraft website on Microsoft, it was around $28. So not terrible, especially if you consider all the things that you can do with this. So let's see. Et ego hoc volo, quid facere debeo. Let's see. Excellent, Aulus. All right, so guys, I'll give you the, I'll burn through this kind of quick here. Basically, Laran has a champion currently who's not been doing his job. He's down in the underworld, and we are going to need to go down there ourselves and challenge him to a duel, a fight. Pugnare debemus, right? All right, so how are we going to get into Orko? All right, so there's a tree behind us here, and there's a hole in it conveniently. So we'll have to go down there. But first, we don't have a sword. Well, I do. I wasn't supposed to have that, but anyways, we're gonna have to go speak to a guy named Fabius. All right. So let's go talk to Fabius. Sorry. You all normally won't be able to fly, okay? I'm only doing this because those folks over there are all up in my face. It's fun, it's okay, but it's tough. It is tough. Okay, let me get rid of the sword because this guy Fabius, oh gosh, here comes somebody already. Let's see what he says. Okay, salve, vis nemere gladium? Salve tu, lara me misit. Intego, capehunk. Now someone might grab this sword. Okay, good, I got it, excellent, okay. All right. So it's called the Gladius Fabii. All right. Well, let me quickly get away from these people. Goodness. All right. So I'm going to press L to check out what I need to do. Principes pugnatorum. So it says cape ensema principe et redi ad lara. So I don't need to speak with him. Instead, I need to head down here into the underworld. Now, fortunately, those folks shouldn't be able to follow me. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Exactly. He's in the underworld, as you can see down there. Bene. So, guys, this is an Etruscan tomb because Laran is a Deus Etruscus. He's an Etruscan god. In my world here, in the Forum Romanum, I couldn't just make it the Forum. I wasn't satisfied with that. So at night, there are night quests only available, obviously, at night. And they're given to you by Etruscan gods and goddesses. And you need to follow them in a specific order. But eventually, they will bring you here. This is the last one. So I'm going to show you here how we're going to get to the underworld. So first, we enter through an Etruscan tomb. Typically called a tumulus because of its shape. And then here we have, if any of you have seen any of the tombs in Etruria, any of the Etruscan tombs, many of which you can actually go visit yourselves, this is approximately what they look like on the inside, maybe just a little less blocky, all right? So let's see, we have an Etruscan goddess and god here. Maybe we can, got a secret door. So this is gonna take us deep down into the Yes, Sharp Lemon, Magister has abandoned us, Magister. All right, salve Sodalis. I'm getting, she's calling me Sodalis because we have done some work before, right? She's another Etruscan goddess. Her name is Wanth or Vanth. Vanth, I guess is how you say it in English. So here we go. The underworld that I've chosen here, kind of show you around a little, is a mix. So the Etruscan underworld early Etruscan world was pretty bright, at least according to the tomb paintings that we have. And then then Virgil's poem, right, it would appear that he's describing basically a somewhat Etruscan, especially when Virgil in the Aeneid, I'm saying, when he gets to Elysium, it would appear that that is more of an older Etruscan interpretation of the underworld or imagination. Then the Etruscans, just like the Romans, they became Hellenized in a sense, right? So they started associating, speaking with them, being influenced by them, and then things got darker, right? The Greeks had this dark concept of the underworld. They have these monsters. So you see, we got this demon here with these snakes about his arms. We have a blue demon here, and here's Karu, who's going to help us out. Salve Karu. All right, so he's going to tell us to be careful. He's going to give us a boat that we could use to get across. But I'm going to fly over just to kind of speed things up because we are a bit pressed for time. So this is the underworld, well, part of it, right? Where we're going to cross a river. Be careful for any of you curious, if you can fall out of the world and die if you go into that water and you sink. Careful also, there are creatures in this water, right? So you want to kind of stay. There are demons who are flying above the water. Demons, these are depicted off of those that you would see inside of Etruscan tombs. The famous black demons. And then you have the blue demons that we saw over there. All right, let's cross this water. Okay. Then, I guess without giving too much away, let's see. Will you be on after we finish live stream, Magista? I'm not sure. Someone was asking if I'll still be here. All throughout the underworld that I've created here for you all. Now, it's not a super expansive underworld. It's relatively large, but I've sprinkled it with all kinds of little goodies. And I'd hate to give away all of those, but just say that let's say that many of the people that we encounter in the underworld are people that you met in other quests before when they were still alive, like this fellow here. Actually, when we saw him, he was dead, but now we see him in his ghost form, I guess, in his spectral form. Maybe there's somebody up there too. You might want to, when you come into the world, you might want to check that out, guys. Anywhere you see, anywhere that's lit up, there might be a reason for that. Let's see, I suppose I can show you a few other things. In the underworld, for the Etruscans, especially, but then also the Romans, it seems that they believe that there were portions of the underworld that you'd have folks dining, right? Just hanging out, having a good meal together. We could even see things like, if we come over here, maybe people dancing, having a good time, right? Playing some music. This fella is someone that you will have encountered in the photo. He suffered a tragic accident, but he's okay because he's down here now. And he says, "Hic locus amicae mea perplacedit," right? Yeah, his girlfriend is still with the living. It looks like there's some folks up there. Maybe I won't go there though. Looks like there might be a woman over there. And if you look, maybe I can. There's somebody in the woods, woman with her head down and a man in the woods. I wonder who that might be. Huh. Well, anyways, if you've read Virgil, you might have an idea who that is. Then over there, we've got some more images that I've given to you all, depictions of the underworld where they used to race each other, because it wasn't such a bad place. A little dark, but not such a bad place. And if anyone recognizes this family, let's see, this guy just told me, Pulcrar Mahabes. I've got some nice armor. That was Aeneas, right? And his family. So you guys can, when you come in, you can have a little chat with the founder of Rome. So Nurtia is an Etruscan goddess. I'm not going to go into this. Excuse me. This is an Etruscan temple that you can have a look at. You can even visit. There are some gods and goddesses on the inside with whom you can have a brief conversation. Hey, look. Who are those guys that kind of look the same? Almost like Gemini, right? Twins, maybe. All right, anyways, let's go to Nurtia. This is Etruscan goddess. Let's see if she can salve mortales, visne ad vivos redire. Sane volo, gratias tibi. All right, well, I didn't complete that quest. I'm going to leave that up to you. Wanted to leave some mystery. So you'll have to work to get to that point. Magistra, how are we doing on time? Do we have another moment or two, or?
Oh yes, we have another 10 minutes.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, in that case, I would be remiss if I didn't go through this part here with you all. Let me get some of these things out of my inventory. You'll just excuse me a moment. Okay, so right now we are in, this is called that building there is the Atrium Vestae. So that's where the Vestal Virgins would have slept. This, of course, is the Aedes Vestae, so the Temple of Vesta. And this is going to be her little piazza, a little square in front of her temple. It butts up to the Domus Publica over here. Okay. Well, this is Pales. Pales is, as you see, the Dea Pastorum, the goddess of pastorum, of pastors. What are pastors? Shepherds, right? And it is her special day, right? Today, Latine is the Parilia, or some people say Palilia with an L. Palilia or Parilia, which of course refers to Rome's birthday. At least according to Ovid, the poet, there were a few ways to celebrate this day. So I see that Pales has an exclamation mark. So maybe let's see if she has some conversation for us. Some dialogue. Okay, salve mortales. She's a dea, right? And we're just the humble mortales. Visne me adiuare celebrare diem natalem Romae? Of course I do. Ita. So Parilia is the new quest. So she says optime. So poeta tuus Ovidius, so your poet Ovid, because she's a goddess. Apud librum quartum fastorum de ritu festi scripsit. So in his in book 4 of the Fasti, he wrote about this the sacred rite of the festival, right? So she says primum fac sacrificium apud aedem vestae. So we got to go to the temple and make a little sacrifice. Tum lava manus in fonte. There's a little fountain over there, and we need to lavare manus. Postea trasiri tres flamas. So we're gonna have to jump across 3 flames. Oh my gosh, okay. Tandem accipeam Madonna tua. Yeah. Ia diem Roma natalem celebrat. Bene. So she's telling us to go. We're going to get a gift from her when we finish. All right. Eamos. So over here is the Aedes, the temple. Oh my goodness. Someone just gave me a bunch of placentae. Who did that? Should we, okay, that's fine. A couple. There we go. All right. All right. Now this Virgo Vestalis, who's part of the Parilia, she just threw into my hand sanguis equi, favila vituli, et fabae. These are 3 ingredients that Ovid tells us. In the later iteration of this holiday, these are what needed to be burned. So we're kind of making a sacrifice of them in a sense. They need to be burned, and you would get these items from a Vestal Virgin. So we're going to toss these in the flame. There we go. So we've burned them, right? So that's part 1 of the quest there. So let's see if we can. Here's the where we can lavare manos. Excellent. So I'll what? Oh wait, that's a You think that's? I think that's there for a reason. Well, anyways, we've washed our hands, and hopefully those people don't drown down there. Okay, here's the scary part. So let's do it legit, right? We got to jump over these flames. What does it say here? Exitus est. Okay, introitus. Okay. All right, hold on, guys. So I need to do this right? So game mode. Adventure. Hold on, I probably need to eat something. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is jump over these flames without catching on fire and then myself dying. So I know that would make for good TV, as it were. But let's see. No, it's gonna happen. Oh my gosh! Oh, don't die. I'm gonna try not to. Creeper God, hold on. Let me get on this game mode here. Go back into creative. Okay, there we go. I'm safe. So now let's talk to Pales and see if she'll give me that reward she mentioned. Optime fecisti! Akipe haikidona. Io parilia! Optime. So I complete it, and I see that she threw some placenta and some. Oh my gosh, where did I get all that? Why is that a magic golden? I wonder what that means. Well, you have to join the server to find out, I suppose, right? Oh goodness, and someone fell from a high place. Optime. Well, I suppose that's it. I don't know. If there are any questions, I'm gonna get bombarded over here. Shoot a few more fireworks. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
All right, awesome. I love seeing all the people in there too.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really cool. It's a really cool, great experience, and I'm digging the fireworks.
Love the fireworks and the cameos of all the people who got right in your face.
Look at all these people, and where did all those other people go? Let's see. Next up, full translation of Skyrim in classical Latin. Now, Aulus, there is. I guess you saw this. There is someone who. Oh gosh. Who has a Skyrim line? Let's see. Let's see if you can. I wonder if it's this guy. Yeah. Ego olim via tortam avidus periculi quam tu erram usque adeodonex sagitan gerom trajectusum. Right, straight from Skyrim. Yeah. Hey, thank you for that, Grava, excuse me. Bonus, yes, good, thank you. Bene. Well, anyone else? Any questions?
One question was how much content is available now for Quest, also by Aulus?
Good. Okay, so I can show you. How can I do that? Well, I can tell you, I suppose. So in terms of content, I could quantify it this way. So what I've done is for folks who, so obviously my server is open to the public. It's free of charge, right? But then I've compiled a list of all the texts, of all the dialogue found in the game here, for all the different quests and for all the different interactions that you might have that are meaningful. I mean, some of the interactions are really short. It's just like hi, bye, whatever. And so I didn't. But anyways, all of those, the script for the game turns out to be about 19 pages. It's 19 pages of text. So if that tells you how much content there is, Matthew, how do you envision using those with students? There are several ways, but I think primarily one, if possible, I think it'd be great to be able to bring a class in, right? And I've got these, let me go over here because they're all in my business. Dodgy, is that what I get called? Dodgy? Okay. Yikes. All right. So what I've kind of like a classroom setting, I've got all these like tables and all these places where you can sit and you can talk with students, right? It's just like it's that same kind of thing where we're going to like in class, just have a seat. Teachers come in and say, all right, everyone's sitting down here. Look behind you. That's the temple of the divine Julius Caesar. It was built in this time, and it was built by this person. It was built on the spot where Caesar was allegedly, where his corpse was burned, and all these things, right? That's kind of one way, but that's not always, I get it, it's not always possible. The other way to do that would be, so you're giving a tour, right? Where teachers are giving tours. The other way would be to send students in and let them just do the quests on their own, right? As sort of supplemental extracurricular, maybe like a Latin club. Maybe you don't assign a grade. Maybe you do assign a grade for completion, something like that. So you send them in on their own time. Maybe even another way that we had talked about doing this was assigning, because there are 26 buildings and monuments combined, right, to visit in, and they all have the architect or the person associated primarily with its existence. That person is standing in front of the building and they have dialogue built into them, and they are part of a larger quest system. So you can speak with Numa Pompilius, who had something to do with this temple here, with the construction of it. So what you could do is you could tell your students, all right, folks, I want you all to focus on the northeastern part of the Forum, and I want you to visit these 1, 2, maybe 3 buildings, speak with the people that are there, and then I want you to summarize Latine, Anglice, whatever language, what they told you, right? Or maybe you make a questionnaire and say, when were these 3 buildings built? You go find them, who built them, and so on. Well, anyways, some people are, yes, it's 7:45, by the way. Yes. Oh, if I'm going too long, stop me.
And then one other question was, how long does it take you to create these different, I guess, quests and things like that? Like, how much research goes into all of this? How much time have you put into building all of this?
I have no idea. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. So the amount of time that I put into, so I have a one-to-one scale model, as you, I think, said at the beginning of the talk, of ancient Rome and the age of Augustus. So the whole of Rome, which is like 5 kilometers by 5 kilometers, massive. And, that was a 7-year project to complete. And that's researching everything that we have researched for all the buildings. And then what that ends up meaning, well, we don't have everything, so I have to use conjecture. But even for the conjecture, that requires research, because you need to try to find, so you go to Pompeii or you go to Herculaneum and you find existing buildings that have colors on them, and you say, all right, well, if Romans were doing it here, it's possible, it's likely that they were also doing this same thing in Rome. So we're using conjecture to do the forum here and include all these quests. I mean, I've been working on this since, I guess, since the pandemic started. So maybe sometime back March, maybe June of last year. Yeah, so there's been a lot of work going into this, and still more to come, I'm sure.
Wow. Well, I'm sure, my students especially, I mean, they would totally benefit from something like this. I have a lot of Minecraft users and lovers, so this is going to be awesome. I'm really excited to start using
Wonderful.
this.
Yeah.
And then one last question that we had was, can you send the script in English? Is there like an English script that is available, or that is available for purchase, or something like that yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But that is something That is something I've thought about. I'd even toyed around with the idea of making an all English version of this server. But that is a whole other, that's a fair amount of work to translate everything. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I'm not certain exactly where I stand on that because I mean, there's one side of me that says, well, if you go to Italy to see the Forum or to go to Venice or Florence, it's not translated into English for you, is it? Sure, you might have a tour guide who could speak your language, but all the natives aren't speaking your language, not just for you. So then I thought like there was this approach, and also because I'm trying to help folks learn Latin. But then I understand that I am sort of making it difficult because not everyone can access this Latin. And even not all Latin students, I understand not all Latin students, even though I've worked very hard to write this in a very simple Latin, but it'll also like make it Latin that I feel is appropriate for the time. So in the age of Augustus, I try to keep it as Augustan as possible. I know that still the Latin is not everyone can access it, but that's okay because that's what you don't do it just once. You don't go to Italy and you learn it. I mean, it takes multiple times and you got to keep trying and then repeating quests and looking up words and so on. So I don't know, but maybe.
All
We'll see.
right. I personally, I like it in Latin. I don't think it needs to be necessarily all translated into English,
Yeah.
something like authentic about having it just in Latin, but I can certainly see, how having an English script, of course, would be, helpful for some students as well. So,
Yes. Yeah, it certainly would. I'm not totally against it. I'll just go on the record saying that I'm not totally against it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you so much on behalf of ETC Live and everyone who's been on tonight. We really appreciate you guys coming on and watching ETC Live for the past, few months here. Since September, we've been on twice a month, and this is our last ETC Live event. And so we're really glad that we kind of ended it on like a really high. So We thank you all for coming. Thank you so much, Magister Kraft, for joining us tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Valete omnes. And before
Valete omnes. We'll see if we can send you off on a high note. Let's put a bunch of fireworks in, everybody fireworks.
Miss Tracy Doherty put in the chat as well that the NJCL chorus is performing at nationals, and it's called Wizard of JCL. So calling all dancers, singers, actors, artists, and performers, if you're interested in participating in any of that, please do contact Andrea Steely at andrea.steely@basised.com, which is also in the chat. And let me also recopy that. Tracy, can you put that back in the chat again, just so people have quick access to it if they're interested? Cool. Thank you so much. Very cool.
Excellent.
Thank you. This was awesome.
Right.
I know my kids are excited. Very awesome.
Thank you all. Yeah. Well, I should, I'll stop sharing then. Okay.
And then